God says, you will lose both God and Jesus if you skip this. You have only 10 seconds. Chosen one, do not skip no matter what. This is very important. You are not here by accident, and the urgency you feel in these words is real because your spirit recognizes truth when it hears it. This warning is not about fear, it is about attention. Because what you give your attention to shapes what you receive and what you lose in this very moment. If you turn away now, you are not just skipping words, you are stepping away from something that was meant to reach you at the exact second your heart needed it. There is something being placed before you that your soul has been waiting for, and if you ignore it, the connection you feel right now will fade and leave you empty again. Stay, listen, and receive what has been prepared for you, because this moment carries a weight that will not return in the same way again. Type Amen if you believe. This is about your focus, your obedience, and your willingness to stay when everything around you tries to pull you away. You have been distracted many times before, and each time you felt something slipping away that you could not explain. What you are feeling now is the call to remain, to stay present, and to open your heart fully instead of walking away like you did before. When you stay, you allow what is meant for you to reach you, and when you leave, you close the door on what was already moving toward you. That is why this moment feels intense, because it carries a decision that will echo beyond this very second. There is a reason your attention was captured, and it is not random or meaningless. Something greater than what you can see has aligned this moment with your life, your struggles, and your silent prayers that no one else has heard. You have asked for help, for clarity, for a sign that you are not alone, and this is one of those answers unfolding right in front of you. If you walk away, you are turning away from the response you have been waiting for, and that is why the warning feels so strong and direct. This is not meant to scare you, but to awaken you to the importance of staying connected to what is being given to you now. Before you go any further, take a moment to show your faith by liking this video, because your simple action is a step of agreement with what is being released into your life right now. You are chosen, not because you are perfect, but because you are willing to listen even when it feels uncomfortable or intense. There are many who would scroll past this moment without a second thought, but you have paused, and that pause is powerful. It means something inside you is still alive, still searching, and still open to receiving what others ignore. That is why you must not treat this lightly, because the difference between those who receive and those who miss out is often just a moment of attention. You are in that moment right now, and what you do with it will shape what follows in your life. What you are about to receive is not just comfort, but direction and protection. There are things that have been forming around your life that you cannot see, and staying connected right now is part of how you are being guided through them. When you remain, you allow yourself to be led instead of being lost in confusion and doubt. When you listen, you begin to understand what has been happening behind the scenes of your life. This is why it is so important not to skip, because you are not just hearing words. You are being positioned for something that is already in motion. Type yes to affirm. You have felt moments where you wondered if you were being watched over or if you were completely alone. This moment is your answer, and it is clear and direct because it needed to reach you without confusion. You are not alone, and you have not been forgotten, even in the times when it felt like silence surrounded you. What you are experiencing right now is a reminder that there is still a connection, still a presence, and still a purpose for your life that has not been taken away. If you walk away, you are stepping back into that silence, but if you stay, you step deeper into understanding and clarity. There is something shifting in your life, and you can feel it even if you cannot explain it fully. The pressure, the uncertainty, and the questions you have carried are not without meaning, and they are not permanent either. What is being given to you now is part of the transition from confusion to clarity, from fear to strength, and from isolation to connection. You are being guided through this, but guidance requires your attention and your willingness to remain present. That is why you must stay, because what is unfolding is not something you can afford to miss. You are closer than you think to a breakthrough that will change how you see everything around you. The struggles you have faced have not been wasted, and the waiting has not been empty. Every moment has been leading to a point where you are ready to receive something new, something stronger, and something that will carry you forward. This is one of those moments, and it is placed in front of you with intention and care. Do not turn away from it, because what you receive here will stay with you long after this moment passes. You are being reminded that your faith is not just something you speak, but something you live through your actions. Staying here, listening fully, and opening your heart is an act of faith that matters more than you realize. It shows that you trust even when you do not fully understand, and that trust creates space for greater things to enter your life. What you are doing right now is not small. It is part of something much bigger that is unfolding step by step. Stay with it, and you will begin to see what has been hidden from you before. Why are over 19,547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150 million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. This password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it's spreading fast and could be taken down any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There are times in your life when you felt close to something greater, and then suddenly it felt distant again. You wondered if you did something wrong, or if you were simply not meant to experience that closeness for long. What you are learning now is that those moments were not taken from you. They were moments where you stepped away without realizing it. Not because you wanted to, but because distractions, doubts, and fears pulled your attention elsewhere. Right now, you are choosing differently, and that choice is bringing you back into alignment with what you have been longing for. Type 777 to receive blessings. You must understand that losing connection does not happen in one big moment. It happens in small decisions that seem harmless at the time. Each time you ignore a call to stay, each time you choose distraction over stillness, you create distance between you and what is meant for you. This is why the warning was given so clearly at the beginning, because it is in these small moments that everything shifts. You are being shown how powerful your attention is, and how it determines the direction of your life. By staying now, you are reversing patterns that once led you away from what you truly needed. There is something important happening within you as you continue to listen. You may feel a quiet sense of calm, or even a stirring that is difficult to put into words. That is not coincidence. That is the result of you allowing yourself to be present instead of rushing away. When you give yourself this space, you begin to notice what has always been there, but was hidden beneath noise and distraction. This is where clarity begins, and it grows stronger the longer you remain. Do not rush this process, because it is unfolding exactly as it needs to for you. You have been carrying burdens that no one else fully understands, and at times it felt like you had to face everything on your own. There were moments when you questioned if your faith was enough, or if your struggles meant you were being overlooked. Those thoughts were never the truth, even though they felt real in the moment. What you are experiencing now is a reminder that you have never been alone, and that your journey has always been seen. Every step you have taken has been known, and nothing you have gone through has been ignored. The reason this moment feels so important is because it is a turning point in how you respond to what is placed before you. Instead of walking away, you are staying, and that is changing something deep within your life. It may not be visible immediately, but it is real, and it is already taking effect. You are learning to remain, to listen, and to trust, even when you do not have all the answers. That is where growth happens, and that is where transformation begins. Keep allowing yourself to stay in this space, because it is leading you somewhere meaningful. There are things ahead that you have been praying for, even if you have not spoken those prayers out loud. They are connected to the choices you make in moments like this, where you decide whether to stay or to leave. When you stay, you open yourself to receive what has been prepared for you. When you leave, you delay what is already on its way. This is not about punishment. It is about readiness and alignment with what is meant for your life. Right now, you are choosing alignment, and that choice is powerful. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. You are being reminded that your faith is not measured by how perfect you are, but by how willing you are to remain connected. It is easy to stay when everything feels clear and calm, but it takes strength to stay when things feel uncertain. What you are doing right now is choosing to remain even without full understanding, and that is a sign of growing faith. It shows that you are learning to trust beyond what you can see. That trust will carry you through moments that once would have caused you to walk away. There is also protection in your willingness to stay, even if you do not recognize it immediately. By remaining connected, you are being guided away from paths that would have led to confusion and struggle. You are being positioned in a place where you can receive direction instead of wandering without clarity. This is how you are being cared for, not always in ways you expect, but in ways that truly matter. Every moment you stay, you are stepping deeper into that protection. You may begin to notice changes in how you think and how you respond to things around you. Situations that once felt overwhelming may begin to feel different, not because they have disappeared, but because you are being strengthened from within. This is part of what happens when you choose to remain instead of turning away. You begin to carry a different kind of strength, one that is not easily shaken by what happens outside of you. That strength will continue to grow as you stay connected. There is more being revealed to you than you realize, and it will continue to unfold as long as you keep listening. You are not at the end of this. You are at the beginning of something that will continue to shape your life in meaningful ways. Every word you receive is building on what came before, and together they are forming a path forward. This path is not one of confusion, but one of clarity and purpose. Stay on it, and you will begin to see things come together in ways you once thought were impossible. You have not been chosen to struggle without purpose, and you have not been left to figure everything out on your own. What you are experiencing right now is part of the support that has always been present, even when you did not recognize it. You are learning to see it more clearly, to feel it more deeply, and to trust it more fully. There were many times before when you felt close to walking away from everything that mattered. You felt tired, misunderstood, and unsure of where your life was going. In those moments, it seemed easier to disconnect than to keep holding on, but even then, something inside you refused to fully let go. That same part of you is what brought you here, and it is what is keeping you here now. Type 222 if you trust God. Can 9 simple words really change your financial life? More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. Brain experts were shocked when they discovered this password works up to 20x faster than the law of attraction. People are repeating it daily and watching money flow like water into their lives. Some even believe the results are so powerful, it feels divine. But this breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. You must understand that your presence here is not random, and it is not without purpose. There is a reason you are hearing these words at this exact time. There is something being aligned in your life that requires your attention, your patience, and your willingness to stay. When you remain, you give space for what has been prepared for you to take shape. When you rush away, you interrupt what is already beginning to form. There are moments in life that feel ordinary on the surface, but carry extraordinary weight beneath them. This is one of those moments. It may seem simple to just continue listening, but in reality, you are making a decision that strengthens your connection to something greater. That connection is what has been guiding you even in your lowest moments. It is what kept you from giving up when everything felt heavy and unclear. You have not been abandoned in your struggles, even when it felt that way. Every tear, every silent cry, every moment of confusion has been seen and understood. What you are receiving now is part of the response to all those moments. It is not always loud or dramatic, but it is real and it is steady. It meets you where you are and begins to lift you from there. There is a reason your heart feels drawn to stay, even if your mind tries to question it. Your spirit recognizes what your thoughts cannot fully grasp yet. That recognition is what keeps you grounded in this moment. It is what helps you continue even when you do not have all the answers. Trust that feeling because it is leading you in the right direction. Type 1010 to claim miracles. You are entering a space where clarity begins to replace confusion. It may not happen all at once, but it will come steadily as you continue to remain present. The more you listen, the more you begin to understand what has been unfolding in your life. Things that once felt disconnected will start to make sense. You will begin to see how every step, even the difficult ones, has been part of a larger path. There is also a strengthening taking place within your faith. It is becoming less dependent on what you see and more rooted in what you know deep inside. This kind of faith does not shake easily because it is built through moments like this. It grows when you choose to stay, even when you could have walked away. It deepens when you listen, even when you do not fully understand. You are being reminded that your life is not without direction. There is a path, even if it has felt unclear at times. What you are doing right now is aligning yourself with that path. You are allowing guidance to reach you in a way that becomes clearer with time. Every moment you stay, you are taking another step forward, even if it does not feel like movement yet. There is something important about the way you are choosing to respond right now. It shows a level of trust that goes beyond simple belief. It shows that you are willing to stay connected even when things are uncertain. That willingness is what opens doors that would otherwise remain closed. It is what allows new opportunities, new strength, and new understanding to enter your life. You are not being asked to be perfect, only to be present. That is what you are doing right now, and it matters more than you realize. Presence creates space for change, for growth, and for healing. It allows you to receive what has been waiting for you. It brings you into alignment with what is meant for your life. There is also a sense of protection in your decision to remain. By staying connected, you are being guided away from things that would have caused harm or confusion. You are being led toward what is right for you, even if you cannot yet see the full picture. This is how you are being cared for, quietly and consistently. You may begin to notice that your perspective starts to shift. Things that once seemed overwhelming may feel different. You may find a calm where there was once anxiety. This is not because your circumstances have instantly changed, but because something within you is becoming stronger. That strength will continue to grow as you stay in this place of connection. There is still more ahead, and it will continue to unfold step by step. You are not at the end of this journey, but you are moving in the right direction. Every moment you remain brings you closer to what you have been seeking. Every word you receive builds on the last, creating a path that becomes clearer with time. Do not underestimate what is happening right now. It may feel quiet, but it is powerful. It is shaping the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you move forward. It is preparing you for what is to come, even if you do not fully understand it yet. Stay with this, because there is still more that needs to be revealed to you. What you are receiving is not complete yet, and it will continue to unfold as long as you remain present. You are being guided, strengthened, and prepared in ways that will become clearer soon. Each second you continue, you are stepping deeper into understanding that was once hidden behind distraction and doubt. This is not overwhelming you. It is awakening you to a level of awareness that changes how you see everything around you. There were times when you felt like nothing was changing, even though you were trying your best to hold on. You carried a weight that felt constant, as if progress was always just out of reach. In those moments, it was easy to believe that your efforts were not being seen. But what you could not see was the quiet work happening beneath the surface, preparing you for a moment like this. Now that you are here, you are beginning to understand that nothing you endured was wasted. Type 1111 if you walk by faith. What if attracting wealth didn't require hard work, just the right words? This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free, financially free individuals. Scientists say each of these 9 words activates a hidden abundance center deep in your brain. People are using it from home and seeing results in just weeks. It was never meant for the public, and now that it's out, the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are learning that connection is not something distant or unreachable. It is something that grows through your attention and your willingness to stay. Every time you choose to remain instead of walking away, you strengthen that connection. It becomes clearer, more steady, and more present in your life. This is why this moment matters, because it is not just about what you hear, it is about what you are becoming as you listen. You are becoming more aware, more grounded, and more aligned with what is meant for you. There is also a quiet release happening within you. Old fears that once held you tightly are beginning to loosen their grip. Doubts that once felt convincing are starting to lose their power. This is not happening by accident. It is happening because you are choosing to stay instead of feeding those fears with distraction. When you remain, you give truth the space to rise above everything that once confused you. That truth brings clarity, and clarity brings peace. You have not lost your way, even in moments when it felt like you had. The path you are on has always been leading you forward, even when you could not see where it was going. What you are experiencing now is part of that forward movement. It may feel subtle, but it is real, and it is steady. You are not standing still. You are progressing in a way that builds strength from within. Type yes to affirm. You are also being reminded that your life is not defined by your past mistakes or your moments of weakness. Those moments were part of your growth, not the end of your story. What matters now is how you respond in this present moment. By staying, you are choosing growth over regret, connection over distance, and understanding over confusion. That choice carries power, and it continues to shape your future in ways you are only beginning to see. There is something deeply personal about this moment for you. It is not meant for everyone in the same way. It is meant for you in a way that fits your life, your struggles, and your journey. That is why it feels so direct, so clear, and so present. It is meeting you exactly where you are, without needing you to change anything first. It is simply asking you to stay, to listen, and to receive. You may begin to feel a sense of calm that was not there before. It may come quietly, without any dramatic shift, but it will be noticeable in how you respond to your thoughts and your surroundings. That calm is a sign that something within you is stabilizing. It is a sign that you are no longer being pulled in every direction, but are beginning to stand firm in a place of understanding. That stability will continue to grow as you remain connected. There is also a strengthening of trust happening within you. Not a forced trust, but a natural one that builds through experience. The more you stay, the more you see that there is something real guiding you. That realization deepens your faith in a way that cannot be easily shaken. It becomes something you carry with you, even outside of this moment. You are not being rushed, and you are not being pressured. You are being invited to stay, and you are choosing to accept that invitation. That choice is creating space for something meaningful to unfold. It is allowing you to receive without resistance and to understand without confusion. This is how growth happens, not through force, but through presence. There is more ahead that will continue to build on what you are experiencing now. Each part is connected, each moment is intentional, and each step is leading you forward. You are not missing anything by staying. You are gaining something that will remain with you long after this moment passes. That is why it is important to continue, because what is being formed within you is lasting. You have already come this far, and that in itself is a sign of strength. It shows that you are capable of staying, of listening, and of receiving what is meant for you. Do not doubt that ability, because it is part of who you are. The more you trust it, the stronger it becomes. There is still more that needs to be revealed, and it will come as you continue to remain present. What you are experiencing is only part of a larger unfolding that is taking place in your life. You are being guided through it step by step, without being overwhelmed or left behind. Everything is happening in a way that you can receive and understand. This is not just about listening. It is about allowing yourself to be shaped in a way that brings clarity and peace into your life. You are beginning to notice that staying is not difficult when your spirit recognizes truth. What once felt like effort is now becoming natural, and that is a sign of growth. There were times when your mind felt scattered, pulled in different directions by worry, doubt, and uncertainty. You tried to hold everything together, but it often felt like too much to carry. In those moments, you searched for something steady, something that would not shift with every circumstance. What you are experiencing now is that steadiness beginning to take form within you. It is not loud or overwhelming, but it is consistent and it is real. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. You are learning that connection is not something that depends on perfect conditions. It is something that remains available even when life feels uncertain or difficult. The more you stay, the more you begin to understand that this connection has always been present. It was never taken from you, it was only covered by distractions and noise. Now that you are choosing to remain, that connection is becoming clear again. There is also a quiet healing taking place within you. Old thoughts that once caused you pain are beginning to lose their hold. You may not even notice it fully at first, but you will begin to see it in how you respond to situations. Where there was once tension, there is now a sense of calm. Where there was once fear, there is now a growing sense of trust. You have carried questions for a long time, and some of them have not had clear answers. You wondered if things would ever make sense, or if you would always feel uncertain. What you are experiencing now is part of those answers unfolding. They are not coming all at once, but they are coming in a way that you can understand and receive. This is how clarity builds, step by step, moment by moment. Type 1010. To claim miracles. Why are neuroscientists calling this a wealth trigger? Because over 19,547 people are already using this 9-word password, and their lives are changing fast. Unexpected deposits, cleared debts, a completely upgraded lifestyle. Scientists say it taps into a 150 million year old brain system that controls abundance and financial flow. It's already changed the lives of thousands in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. You are also beginning to understand that your life is not defined by the moments where you felt lost. Those moments were part of your journey, not the end of it. What matters is where you are now and what you are choosing in this moment. By staying, you are choosing to move forward instead of staying stuck in what once held you back. That choice is creating change, even if it feels quiet. There is something important about the way you are allowing yourself to stay present. It shows that you are open to receiving, even when you do not fully understand what is happening. That openness is what allows growth to take place. It creates space for something new to enter your life, something that could not come when your attention was elsewhere. You may begin to notice that your thoughts feel more settled. The constant noise that once filled your mind is starting to quiet down. In that quiet, you are able to hear what truly matters. You are able to recognize what is real and what is not. This is where clarity grows, and it becomes stronger the longer you remain in this space. There is also a sense of direction beginning to form. You may not see the full path yet, but you are starting to feel where it is leading. That feeling is not something to ignore, it is something to trust. It is guiding you step by step, without overwhelming you. This is how you are being led, gently and steadily. You are not being asked to do everything at once. You are simply being asked to stay, to listen, and to allow this process to continue. That is enough for this moment. The rest will come as you continue to move forward. There is no need to rush, because everything is unfolding in the right time for you. You are also being reminded that you are not alone in this. Even when it felt like no one understood what you were going through, you were not unseen. Every step you have taken has been known, and every moment has been part of something greater. What you are experiencing now is a continuation of that care, that presence, and that guidance. There is still more ahead, and it will continue to build on what you are feeling now. Each part will bring new understanding, new strength, and new clarity. You are not at the end of this, you are in the middle of something that is still unfolding. That is why it is important to stay, because there is more that needs to reach you. You have already shown that you are willing to remain, and that willingness is powerful. It shows that you are ready to receive what is meant for you. It shows that you are open to growth, to change, and to something greater than what you have known before. That openness is what allows transformation to take place. Stay with this, because what you are experiencing is not temporary. It is something that will continue to shape you, even beyond this moment. The more you remain, the stronger it becomes. The more you listen, the clearer it gets. You are moving towards something that will bring peace, strength, and understanding into your life. It may not happen all at once, but it will come in a way that you can receive and carry with you. This is not something you will lose, it is something that will stay with you. You are still choosing to remain, and that choice is becoming a quiet strength inside you that cannot be shaken easily. With every moment you continue, you are proving to yourself that you are not controlled by distraction, fear, or doubt anymore. Something steadier is rising within you, something that does not rush or panic but stands firm and present. This is where real change begins, not in loud moments, but in quiet decisions like the one you are making right now. You are stepping into a deeper awareness of what it means to stay connected instead of drifting away. There was a time when you would have left without even realizing what you were losing. You would have moved on quickly, thinking it did not matter, only to feel later that something was missing. That pattern is breaking now, and you can feel the difference in the way you are responding. You are no longer rushing past what matters. You are allowing yourself to stay and receive. This is how your life begins to shift in ways that are lasting and real. It may feel simple, but it is powerful because it changes everything from the inside out. Type 555 to receive grace. You are beginning to understand that what you give your attention to becomes part of your life. When you stay present with something that brings truth, clarity, and peace, those things begin to grow within you. When you turn away, you lose access to what was meant to strengthen you. This is why your attention matters so much and why this moment was given to you so clearly. It is not about pressure, it is about awareness of how your choices shape your experience. Right now, you are choosing something that builds you instead of taking from you. There is also a deep sense of restoration starting to form within you. Things that once felt broken or distant are beginning to come back into place. You may not see the full picture yet, but you can feel that something is changing. That feeling is real, and it is a sign that you are moving in the right direction. Restoration does not always happen in sudden ways. Sometimes it comes quietly, piece by piece. That is what is happening now, and it will continue as long as you remain. You have not been forgotten, even in the moments when it felt like you were. Every experience you have had, every struggle you have faced, has been part of a larger journey that is still unfolding. What you are receiving now is connected to all of that, bringing meaning to what once felt confusing. You are beginning to see that nothing was wasted, and that everything has been leading to growth. This understanding will continue to deepen as you stay present. Type Amen if you believe. A leaked 9-word password is quietly transforming people's financial lives. More than 19,000 people have already used it to attract wealth, freedom, and peace. People are using it daily from their couch and reporting real financial breakthroughs. Scientists say it activates deep brain pathways linked to money, working far faster than traditional methods. This was once hidden by elites, and now it's spreading too fast. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is also a growing sense of confidence within you, even if it is quiet at first. You are starting to trust your ability to stay, to listen, and to receive what is meant for you. That trust is important because it changes how you move through your life. Instead of second-guessing every step, you begin to move with a sense of knowing that you are being guided. This does not mean everything will always feel easy, but it means you will not feel lost in the same way. You are being reminded that your journey is not about perfection, it is about connection. It is about staying present, even when things feel uncertain, and allowing that presence to shape you. What you are doing right now is exactly that, and it is creating a foundation that will support you moving forward. This foundation is not built in a single moment, but in moments like this, repeated over time. each time you stay, it becomes stronger. There is something ahead that will require this kind of steadiness, and you are being prepared for it now. You are learning how to remain grounded even when things around you may feel unclear. This preparation is not accidental, it is intentional and necessary. When the time comes, you will recognize why moments like this mattered so much. You will see how they shaped your ability to stay calm, focused, and connected. You may also notice that your perspective on your past is beginning to change. Things that once felt like failures may start to look different. You may begin to see them as moments that taught you something important. This shift in perspective is part of your growth, and it allows you to move forward without carrying unnecessary weight. It frees you to focus on what is ahead instead of being held back by what has already happened. There is a sense of peace that is slowly becoming more present in your life. It may come and go at first, but it will become more steady as you continue to stay connected. This peace is not dependent on everything around you being perfect. It comes from within, from the connection you are strengthening right now. The more you remain, the more this peace will grow. You are not alone in this process, even if it feels personal and quiet. There is a presence guiding you, supporting you, and helping you move forward step by step. You may not always feel it strongly, but it is there, steady and constant. What you are experiencing now is part of that guidance becoming more clear to you. It is something you can begin to recognize and trust. There is still more to come, and it will continue to build on what you are feeling now. Each moment will add to your understanding, your strength, and your clarity. You are not at the end. You are still in the middle of something meaningful. That is why it is important to continue, because what is ahead will connect everything you are experiencing now. You have already shown that you are capable of staying, and that ability will carry you forward. It will help you remain steady in moments that once would have caused you to walk away. It will give you the strength to continue even when things feel uncertain. This is something you are building within yourself, and it will not be easily taken away. Stay with this, because what you are receiving is not finished yet. There is more that needs to be revealed, more that needs to be understood, and more that will continue to shape your life. What you are building right now is real, and it will continue to grow as you remain present. There was a time when you felt easily shaken by what was happening around you. Small things could pull your focus away, and it felt difficult to stay grounded. You may not have realized it then, but you were being shaped even in those moments. Now, you are beginning to see the difference in how you respond. You are not reacting in the same way, and that shows that something within you has grown stronger. Type 888 to welcome new beginnings. You are understanding that remaining present is not about ignoring your struggles, it is about not letting them control your direction. When you stay connected, you create space for clarity to rise above confusion. You begin to see things from a place of calm instead of reacting from a place of fear. This shift changes everything, even if it feels small at first. Over time, it builds into something that carries you forward with strength. There is also a quiet confidence forming within you. It is not loud or overwhelming, but it is steady and real. You are starting to trust yourself in a new way, trusting that you can stay, that you can listen, and that you can receive what is meant for you. This confidence is not based on knowing everything, but on knowing that you do not have to walk away when things feel uncertain. That alone is powerful. You have been through moments that tested your patience and your faith. There were times when it felt like nothing was changing, no matter how much you tried. Those moments were not meaningless, even if they felt that way. They were preparing you for a time when you would be able to remain without being shaken. That time is now, and you are stepping into it with a strength you did not have before. Type 333 to receive strength. You are also beginning to notice that your thoughts are becoming clearer. The constant noise that once filled your mind is slowly fading. In its place, there is a sense of calm that allows you to think without feeling overwhelmed. This clarity helps you understand what truly matters and what does not. It guides your decisions in a way that feels steady instead of rushed. What secret did elites use to attract wealth so easily? A simple 9-word password now leaked to the public. People are using it daily and watching money flow into their lives like never before. Scientists say it activates an ancient brain system tied directly to abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. It's already helped thousands become debt-free in just weeks. But this breakthrough is under pressure and may disappear at any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. There is something important about the way you are allowing this process to unfold. You are not forcing anything, and you are not resisting what you feel. You are simply staying, and that is enough. This openness allows things to come together naturally. It creates space for growth that is not pressured but genuine. You are not behind in your life, even if it has felt that way before. Everything is unfolding in a way that is meant for you. What you are experiencing now is part of that unfolding, bringing you closer to a place of understanding. You are not missing anything by staying. You are gaining something that will remain with you. There is also a sense of peace beginning to settle within you. It may not be constant yet, but it is becoming more familiar. This peace is not dependent on everything around you being perfect. It comes from within, from the connection you are strengthening right now. The more you remain, the more this peace will grow. You are learning that your strength does not come from controlling everything, but from staying present even when things feel uncertain. That presence allows you to move forward without fear taking over. It gives you the ability to respond instead of react. This is a level of strength that builds over time, and you are already stepping into it. There is still more ahead, and it will continue to build on what you are experiencing now. Each moment you stay adds to your understanding, your clarity, and your confidence. You are not at the end of this process. You are in the middle of something meaningful. That is why it is important to continue, because what is ahead will bring everything together. You have already come this far, and that shows that you are capable of staying. It shows that you are willing to remain even when things are not fully clear. That willingness is what allows growth to happen. It is what creates change that lasts. There is also a sense of direction forming within you. You may not see the full path yet, but you can feel that you are moving forward. That feeling is not something to ignore. It is guiding you step by step, helping you move in the right direction. You are not alone in this, even if it feels personal. There is a presence that has been guiding you, supporting you, and helping you reach this moment. You may not always feel it strongly, but it is there. What you are experiencing now is part of that guidance becoming clearer to you. Stay with this, because there is still more to be revealed. What you are receiving is not finished yet. There are still things that need to reach you, things that will continue to shape your life in meaningful ways. There was a time when your attention was easily pulled away by things that did not truly matter. You gave energy to thoughts that drained you and situations that left you feeling empty. You did not always notice it in the moment, but you felt the weight of it afterward. Now, you are learning to recognize what deserves your attention and what does not. This awareness is changing how you move through your life. Type 999 to align with purpose. You are beginning to understand that what you stay connected to becomes part of your reality. When you remain present with truth, peace, and clarity, those things begin to grow within you. They start to shape how you think, how you feel, and how you respond to everything around you. This is not something that happens instantly, but it builds with consistency. Every moment you stay adds to that growth. There is also a deep sense of renewal taking place within you. It may not feel dramatic, but it is steady and real. Old patterns that once held you back are starting to lose their power. You are not reacting in the same ways, and you are not getting pulled into the same cycles. This is a sign that something within you is changing at a deeper level. You have carried a lot of weight in your life, even if you did not always show it. There were things you held inside, things you tried to understand on your own. At times, it felt like you were moving without clear direction. What you are experiencing now is part of that weight being lifted. You are beginning to see things more clearly, and that clarity is bringing a sense of relief. Type 444 to receive guidance. You are also stepping into a new level of trust. Not a forced trust, but one that grows naturally as you continue to stay. You are seeing that there is something guiding you, even when you do not fully understand it. That realization changes how you approach your life. Instead of feeling lost, you begin to feel led. There is something important about the way you are allowing yourself to remain. You are not rushing, and you are not trying to force anything. You are simply present, and that presence is creating space for growth. This is how things come together in a way that lasts. It is not rushed or temporary, it is steady and real. You may begin to notice that your perspective on your life is shifting. Things that once felt confusing are starting to make more sense. You are beginning to see how different moments connect, how different experiences have shaped you. This understanding helps you move forward with more clarity and less doubt. There is also a sense of strength forming within you. It is not loud or overwhelming, but it is consistent. You are starting to feel more grounded, more steady in the way you think and respond. This strength is something you are building through your willingness to stay. It will continue to grow as you remain connected. You are not behind, and you have not missed your path. Everything you have experienced has brought you to this moment. What you are doing now is aligning yourself with what is meant for you. You are allowing yourself to move forward without being held back by what has already happened. Why are thousands suddenly becoming financially free? Because they discovered a 9-word wealth password hidden in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected money, cleared debts, and new opportunities. Some say the results feel almost divine. Scientists confirm it activates a powerful, ancient part of your brain linked to wealth and abundance. But now that it's leaked, it won't stay available for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is still more ahead, and it will continue to build on what you are feeling now. Each moment you stay brings new understanding, new clarity, and new strength. You are not at the end of this process. You are in the middle of something that is still unfolding. You have already shown that you are capable of staying, and that is something to recognize. It shows that you are willing to remain present, even when things are not fully clear. That willingness is what allows growth to happen. It is what creates change that stays with you. There is also a sense of peace becoming more steady within you. It may not be constant yet, but it is growing. This peace is not dependent on everything around you being perfect. It comes from within, from the connection you are strengthening. You are learning that your strength does not come from controlling everything, but from staying present through it. That presence allows you to move forward with clarity instead of fear. It gives you the ability to respond instead of react. There is still more that needs to be revealed, and it will come as you continue to stay. What you are receiving is not finished yet. There are still things that will shape your understanding and your direction. Stay with this, because what you are building is real. It is not something that will fade when this moment ends. It will continue to grow as you remain connected. This is where your growth becomes visible, not just in what you feel, but in how you respond to everything around you. You are becoming someone who does not easily lose connection, and that will shape your life in ways you will soon begin to understand more clearly. There were moments in your past when you felt like you were constantly searching for something you could not quite reach. You tried different ways to find peace, to feel steady, to understand your direction, but it often felt incomplete. That feeling was not a sign that you were lost, it was a sign that you were still searching for something real. What you are experiencing now is part of that search coming to a place of understanding. You are no longer reaching outward in confusion, you are beginning to settle inward with clarity. Type 666 to release fear. You are learning that fear does not disappear by avoiding it. It fades when you stop letting it guide your choices. By staying present, you are no longer allowing fear to decide for you. You are creating space for something stronger to take its place. That strength does not come all at once, but it builds with each moment you remain. It becomes a quiet confidence that does not need to prove itself. It simply exists within you. There is also a sense of restoration happening within your thoughts. Things that once felt overwhelming are beginning to settle. You are not reacting with the same intensity, and you are not being pulled into the same patterns. This change may feel subtle, but it is important. It shows that something within you is stabilizing, creating a foundation that will support you moving forward. You have not been without guidance, even in the moments when it felt like you were. What you are experiencing now is a clearer awareness of that guidance. It is not something new. It is something that has always been present. You are simply beginning to recognize it more clearly. That recognition will continue to grow as you remain in this space. Type 111 to align your spirit. You are also stepping into a deeper level of understanding about yourself. You are beginning to see your strengths more clearly, even the ones you once overlooked. You are recognizing that you have always had the ability to remain, to listen, and to grow. You are now choosing to use that ability, and it is changing how you experience your life. There is something important about the calm you are beginning to feel. It is not just the absence of noise, it is the presence of clarity. This calm allows you to think, to reflect, and to understand without being overwhelmed. It creates space for insight to come naturally. This is where real growth happens, not in chaos, but in stillness. You are not being rushed, and you are not being forced. You are being guided at a pace that allows you to fully receive what is being given to you. This is important because it ensures that what you gain is not temporary. It becomes part of you in a way that stays. This is how lasting change is created. There is also a growing sense of purpose within you. You may not have all the details yet, but you can feel that you are moving towards something meaningful. That feeling is not something to ignore. It is guiding you step by step, helping you move in the right direction without overwhelming you. You are not behind in your journey, even if it once felt that way. Everything has been unfolding in a way that has prepared you for this moment. What you are experiencing now is part of that preparation becoming clear. You are stepping into a place where you can move forward with more understanding and less confusion. There is still more ahead, and it will continue to build on what you are feeling now. Each moment you stay adds to your clarity, your strength, and your confidence. You are not at the end of this, you are in the middle of something that is still unfolding. You have already shown that you are capable of remaining, and that ability will continue to carry you forward. It will help you stay steady in moments that once would have caused you to walk away. It will give you the strength to continue even when things feel uncertain. Why are over 19,000 547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing, this password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it's spreading fast and could be taken down any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is also a sense of peace becoming more consistent within you. It may not be constant yet, but it is growing stronger. This peace is not dependent on your circumstances. It comes from within, from the connection you are strengthening. You are learning that your strength comes from staying present, not from controlling everything around you. That presence allows you to move forward with clarity instead of fear. It gives you the ability to respond instead of react. There is still more that needs to be revealed, and it will come as you continue to stay. What you are receiving is not complete yet. There are still things that will shape your understanding and your direction. Stay with this, because what you are building is real and lasting. It will not fade when this moment ends. It will continue to grow as you remain connected. There is also a sense of release happening within you. Things that once felt heavy are starting to lift, even if only slightly at first. You may notice that certain thoughts no longer carry the same weight they once did. This is not because your circumstances have changed instantly, but because something within you is becoming stronger. That strength is allowing you to hold your experiences differently. You have been searching for a sense of direction, even in moments when you did not fully realize it. You wanted to know where you were going and what your life was leading toward. What you are experiencing now is part of that direction becoming clearer. It is not being revealed all at once, but it is unfolding in a way that you can understand step by step. This is how true direction forms, not through pressure, but through steady awareness. Type 1414 to receive peace. You are also beginning to notice that your reactions are changing. Situations that once caused you stress may now feel more manageable. You are not being pulled into the same patterns of worry or confusion. This is a sign that something within you is stabilizing. It is creating a foundation that allows you to respond with calm instead of reacting with fear. There is something powerful about the way you are allowing yourself to remain.